Pumping the not so glamorous side. Here is my wonderful little bottle that will feed my beautiful little son. I am exhausted. We had a very busy weekend and we had some fun with some friends. So that's that mom life. So now I'm running back to my office. My video will be of me pumping last Friday night and me staying all the way up until 2 o'clock in the morning at work, and my pumping tips for when you have long days and when you are pumping at work and you are a mom and also busy career woman. So this is a reality. You don't always have time for makeup, much less sleep, but you have to make sure you eat, take care of yourself to the best of your ability, and take care of your family. So stay tuned for the video. Okay, it is about 12:30 in the morning and I am working overtime to make up for my lactation breaks during the week that I take. If you don't believe me, here is my watch. It is just a little bit after 12:30 in the morning. I work 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. and I have to work until 2 a.m. to make up for my lactation breaks, and it's actually a really good deal that I've gotten. I take about an hour for the first lactation break, and that includes sanitizing all my stuff and coming back. I also don't take any other breaks. I don't go to the bathroom. I eat at my desk, and I always try to come in early for work, at least 10 to 15 minutes early, and sometimes I have like maybe half an hour. So here is the lactation room. There's a combination on the door. The struggle is real to get in and out, and I have to walk down a really long hallway, then get on the elevator, go to the 3rd floor, then walk down another really long hallway, and the struggle is real. So I have 30 minutes to do all of this and use the bathroom and get up in here into the lactation room, which is actually a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. It's a very comfortable chair and a desk, and it's quiet and nobody really knows it's here. So I'm going to pump away and hopefully I can get done in 15 minutes and pump enough and hand express and start now. Bye. Okay, real quick, this is what I have. This is my Medela pumping style. Under the Affordable Care Act, you can get these free through your health insurance. Make sure you ask your doctor. I saved about $300 because this came free. All additional accessories are not included. It comes with your cords and these. I always pack this setup plus an extra membrane, the little white things that are in there, and 1 extra bottle and 2 of these yellow caps. That way I can pump and save the 2 bottles for tomorrow, and I just included a nipple for the babysitter or whoever I'm leaving my son with. These are the plastic bags. So let's say that like today I only had 1 extra bottle plus the 2 caps. I can take whatever milk I freeze on my 3rd pumping break and put it in these bags and just freeze it and save it for when my son needs something to eat and he's not with me, or I have a long day like today, the 12-hour days. This is my favorite pumping bra. It's extra large. It's the largest size they make. It's by this brand called, what is it? Let me see. Ha! These. This is the best pumping bra. I've tried a couple other ones. This one is the best, and I have it fashioned as a halter top because it is easy to get in and out, but I always bring the extra strap. But the halter top fashion is much easier to get in and out and zip it. The other thing I always have is my markers, so I can mark the date and how many ounces are on the bag. Don't just mark the bag with the date. Mark the amount of the ounces, because sometimes you might pump a little more or a little bit less, and it's easier for whoever's taking care of your baby to know exactly how much they're about to pull out, or if you need to bring 2 bags depending on where you're going to take your son to be babysat, or if it's going to be a lot longer than usual. And these are by the same maker of the pump, and these are great. I got these off the website, and they quickly clean all of the parts. And I use these wonderful gloves because my hands are just so worn out from washing bottles and cooking and just doing my hair. My hands are just completely worn out. I actually have blisters on my hands from them being in the water too long, and I've had to wrap them up today because they were really inflamed. So I have my gloves to clean out all my stuff that I bring every day, and I always, after I wipe my equipment out, I rinse all my stuff in boiling hot water and leave it to air dry on my desk on paper towels, like the manual says. Please read the manual before you have the baby, because once you have the baby, you will not have a whole lot of time to read the manual and go over all the steps. It's going to be so chaotic. That is my advice to you. And I have to pump. It is my last pumping night, or pumping session of the night. It is, let's see, 12:35 in the morning, 12:40 in the morning, and I need to get my butt back downstairs to my job and finish out the last hour and some change and hurry up and pump. So stay tuned for more updates, and I will give you guys some tips. But this is my get up. You always need some bags just in case you might have to stay at work a little bit longer, and you have a backup. And I have this wonderful little tote bag by Lamb that I got several years ago that is holding up very nicely. You do not need the pump and style bag. I feel like this gives you more flexibility because you can put whatever you want in it. And I always keep my Ziploc bags so that I can put my dirty equipment in it, or if I can put, you know, whatever in it that I need to. So I always have a couple of Ziploc bags in there for just putting stuff away, or say like it might be raining. You need to make sure that your pump does not get wet. So what I'll do is I'll take these gallon size Ziploc bags and I pack all my clean stuff in a clean Ziploc bag, but I always have like one extra Ziploc bag. That way if it's raining, I can take this little beauty and put it in a Ziploc bag, and it's in a waterproof bag, and it does not get wet, because it says on here, do not get the motor wet. Okay, so anyway, I have to go. I gotta hurry up and pump. I wasted enough time already, but I hope these videos help. Definitely get these. I use these on the weekends for all kinds of stuff, and you have no idea how helpful those little wipes are. They sell them at Target too, but I get mine off of the Medela website, and their shipping is great. Very convenient, and you can create an account. And happy pumping, y'all. So here are my results after pumping for about 15-20 minutes until the very last drop flows. I don't know why my right side is not producing as much as my left side. It's usually pretty equal. So I'm about to hand express, and hopefully I'll get another half an ounce out, and that's where the other ounce is. Sometimes when I pump, one side likes it a little gentler than the other side. My left side seems to react better with a higher pumping strength versus the right side, and sometimes that could hurt your supply. I heard about that. So I'm going to hand express and see how it goes, and hopefully everything works out. So here I have hand expressed some milk out, and once you add it to this full bottle with the cap, it'll be about 3.5 ounces. I pulled the breast shield off to use it as a funnel to make sure that more milk gets in and it doesn't go everywhere. I always wrap my cords inside my pump, that way that I can always make sure that they are there and everything fits compactly, and not everything isn't floating everywhere in my bag. Also, make sure that you always wipe up after yourself if you use a workplace lactation room with Clorox wipes or Lysol wipes or anything that's been provided to you, and be considerate of the other people that may use the lactation room at your workplace. Hope these tips help. Bye-bye. Here's my bag. I have a bag that I pumped. I marked the date with how many ounces. And then here are my 2 bottles that I pumped for the day. I have a 12-hour shift. And I like this because you can just snap it on to any bag. You don't need to fit it into anything. And then once I'm done pumping, I can always give it to the daycare provider, put my son's solids in it, and use it as a lunch bag. Hope this helps. Bye-bye.